with that down, let's move on to this, shall we? Well, this is no surprise. Warner Brothers just announced that they are going to be doing Final Destination 7. Now, of course, that is not a surprise because the film did extremely well, especially when you consider its production budget. Even somebody like me, I'm not a fan of the Final Destination franchise. Not a fan. Loved this film. I loved Bloodlines. I thought it was so much fun. I just couldn't believe Ann and I had an absolute blast with it. But it's also not a big coincidence that it comes right on the heels of Weapons doing well.
Sure.
At the box office. Also for Warner Brothers at the same time. By the way, see, Warner Brothers just set like a Hollywood record, I think. It was, for a major studio and distributor, it's 6 films in a row that have opened to over $40 million. And I don't think that's ever happened before.
Wow.
I could be misreading that, but I think they're saying that's a record now for a studio. Anyway.
You go, Warner Brothers.
You go, Warner Brothers. Anyway, jumping back over to this thing, the good folks over at IndieWire write the following. They say the Bloodline was not the final destination after all. On August 8th, New Line and Warner Brothers announced via Variety that Final Destination 7 is officially now in the works, complete with Final Destination Bloodline's co-writer Laurie Evans Taylor on board. Also, returning are producers Craig Perry, Sheila Hannon, Taylor, John Watts, Diane McGonigal, I think so, and Toby Emmerich. Warren Zide will serve as the executive producer. The news comes as the studio has yet announced, let me try this again. The news comes as the studio has yet another horror hit on their hands with Weapons, the latest from Barbarian director Zach Krieger, who we are going to talk about a couple of times on today's show. In its opening weekend, Weapons amassed an estimated $42.5 million, way over estimations, at the domestic box office, an impressive debut for a movie that cost $38 million. Anyway, the focus here is, of course, Final Destination. And look, what is considered gold in Hollywood is viable IP. If you have viable IP, Smurfs is an IP, but it's clearly not viable IP.
Not when they do it like that.
No, not when they do it like that. Accountant Smurf says, we lost money. Anyway. So, Final Destination, I honestly thought was no longer viable IP. And for a long time, Hollywood agreed. They never went back. It's been years since they made one. But I guess they saw the pitch for it. They thought this could be fun. They made it. And all of a sudden, what wasn't so viable is now very viable. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Predator with Prey.
Yeah.
Right? Or Aliens with Romulus. It's like you had these IPs that suddenly seemed very unviable, and then all of a sudden now these are hot commodities.
What do I always say? Your IP is only one successful movie away from being re-energized, revitalized.
100%. And Final Destination did it, and I love that they're bringing back the co-writer of it to do it again. I'm actually all on board with it. I don't know what else you could do. Look. As much as I like Final Destination Bloodline, let's not pretend the sharp, introspective writing is what really got me on board, or the multi-layered narrative is what really drew me in. Nah, that's not the kind of experience this movie tries to be. It delivered something different, only this time it delivered it really, really well. The thrills, the jump scares, the laughs, it was all there, and it made for a really enjoyable time at the cinema. And I'll be there for 7. I don't know if it'll suck like some of the other ones or if it'll be great like Bloodlines, but I'm going to be there for it. Anyway, Rob, you say this, you see this. Is it a coincidence that they just happened to come out and make it official when Weapons is doing so well? But I don't know. What do you take away from this?
Well, I think it was probably that's another, but it's not just Weapons, it's Sinners.
Yeah.
You've got these original, and even though it didn't make the box office, I'm going to say Companion was also a New Line film, and that is another great horror title that Warner put out. It was also prophetic, this movie, because after this came out, there was an MRI machine that a guy got caught in it.
Yes.
There was an actual real. So not only, these movies are now prophetic. I think I'm just going to guess. The next movie should be Final Destination 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, come on. I love it.
Come on, man. It writes itself.
It kind of does. I like it. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? It is now official. They have announced Final Destination 7. Shouldn't come as a surprise, really, considering the success of number 6. Are you looking forward to it? For the first time in forever, I can say I'm looking forward to a new Final Destination film without seeing a preview for it first at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.